Hey guys, it's Drummond. So today's video is going to be for all you upcoming freshmen in college. So I know it's been a couple years since I've been in college, but I wanted to make a video because I feel like I've got some excellent advice for you guys. Being a freshman, I feel like there's so many opportunities that are missed because you're not aware of everything that's going on around you because it's all so new. And I wanted to point out some of the things that I wish someone had pointed out to me when I was a freshman. When you're a freshman in college, you are starting fresh. You are starting new. Whatever you did in high school is gone. It's a clean slate. You might go to college with a couple people that you went to high school with, but for the most part, you're with a completely new crowd, and it's your time to start fresh. College is the perfect place to do that. There's so many people who bring their baggage with them to college, and I feel like it's important to just kind of leave your baggage behind, especially if it's something that you don't have to bring with you. Something that a lot of you don't realize is just because someone was popular in high school does not mean they're popular in college. It's a whole new world, and everyone else is new. And it's a great time to kind of start new and make new friends and make the most of it. So in high school, a lot of people kind of grouped people together in like the popular kids, the nerdy kids, the band kids. In college, it doesn't really work that way. You've kind of got your group of friends and then they've got their group of friends. And of course there's the cheerleaders and the football players or the basketball players if they have those teams at your school. But for the most part, they're not considered the popular kids and you're not considered the outcast. It's more everyone just kind of fits into their group of friends. A lot of times people move towards making friends that are in their same major, and to be honest, that's kind of what I did, but I also kind of joined lots of different groups. And that's also where I made a lot of cool friends. A lot of colleges will actually have a lot of orientation stuff at the beginning for freshmen, which I highly recommend joining and doing stuff with them. Even though a lot of it will seem kind of silly, like your school might have hired a magician and maybe they've opened up some karaoke or some other crazy events or concerts. I recommend attending everything that your school is putting money towards because it's a great place to meet new people. So I believe the first couple of weeks are actually the best time to make your new friends in college because all of you guys have something in common and it's being completely new to the college thing. And you can actually use that as an advantage when it comes to making new friends because towards the beginning you all have that in common. Later on you don't really have that in common and you start to kind of go your separate ways. Don't think that the people that you make friends with at the beginning of the semester are going to be your friends forever. You might meet a few people that at the beginning you have the fact that you're new to college as something in common, but then you kind of just go your separate ways. And that's okay because there's tons of people at your school and more likely you're going to find someone that kind of meshes well with you. I know that all three colleges that I attended had like a fair where you can meet all the different people and all the different clubs. Honestly, I joined so many different clubs and just kind of felt them out and met tons of people. And then once school kind of got a little bit busier with tests and all of that stuff, I kind of started letting go of the clubs and the people that I didn't really like click well with. But it was fun to meet them all in the beginning, and most colleges have freshman orientation leaders, or where I went to school I was called a freshman counselor. And to be honest, those people volunteer their time to do that type of stuff. It's not something that they do because they're being forced to do it. So those are actually awesome people to make friends with. I became friends with the freshman orientation leaders at the schools I went to, and later on joining the freshman counselors, they became my group of people. And I highly recommend hanging out with them as well because those people are the ones that have been trained and want to actually help you become oriented with college. And they're pretty awesome people, I have to say, because they're dedicating their summer to help you become oriented with college because they actually have to go to school earlier than normal to get ready for you guys to come in as freshmen. Another thing I like to mention to incoming freshmen is partying is not necessary at the beginning. Yes, it's probably something that you'll eventually do in college, but the first couple of weeks, the schools probably offer a lot more fun things to do. You don't want to black out and forget all the first couple of weekends that you're there. Also, don't go home on the weekends. There were so many people that I went to college with that went home every single weekend. The only time I ever got to see them was when we were in class together and then they just disappear. If you live close enough to go home on the weekends, stay the first couple of weekends. Even if you're really introverted and you don't make friends really easily, The schools usually do a lot of fun activities on the weekends when you don't have class, and that's the best time to make friends. Don't waste it going home. I know a lot of you probably have siblings or pets or friends back home that you want to see, but I promise that it's better to stay at school and make new friends and make memories at your school, because those are going to be the people who are going to be graduating with you. Those are going to be the people who are going to be spending the next 4 or more years with you at college. And honestly, if you're going home, you're missing a lot of opportunities to make those friends and memories at your school. Another thing I think a lot of freshmen focus too much on is grades. So I'm not saying go out and party and go crazy every single night, but I am saying that you shouldn't stress yourself out so much about grades. Make sure that you're also focusing on your social life, because when I graduated college, most places that I applied for jobs were more interested in the social aspects that I gained from college than my grades. Granted, you have to pass your college classes to graduate college, but you don't have to pass with perfect grades every single time unless you're going to grad school. And that's something that you kind of want to focus on a little bit more, because grad schools do look at grades, but they also look at your social life, like fraternities or clubs that you are a part of. I joined a lot of Christian fraternities and groups when I was in college, just because those were kind of the people that I really enjoyed being around, as well as some of the LGBT stuff, because hey, it's college, some people haven't come out yet, and college is the perfect place for that, because you don't have your parents living with you most likely, and these are new people and new friends. So if you're coming out for the first time, make friends that are going to accept you for that. If your school has very conservative Christian groups and you're part of the LGBT, I don't recommend jumping directly into the church groups if your school's got a really good LGBT program, because honestly, if you've been in the closet, you probably haven't learned how to accept yourself fully, and college is the perfect place for that. Or, I mean, if you're making new friends and you do still have a really strong Christian background like I did, I do recommend doing both, just because there are going to be people in these Christian groups that can accept you. College campuses are actually the most accepting places when it comes to LGBT and Christian backgrounds or other religious backgrounds. When it comes to college, just try everything. Honestly, it's so much easier to make friends and connections in college than it is in the real world once you start applying for jobs. So get to know people of different backgrounds. I don't suggest only making friends with people in your major field, because once you're out of college, all the friends that you made in college are actually going to be your connections and your resources to other things out there. So as a freshman, when your classes aren't extremely hard, which I don't recommend signing up for super early classes unless you're really good at waking up, because if you miss your classes, more than likely that's going to reflect poorly on you. So if you know you're the type of person that can't get up for morning classes, don't sign up for those classes. That's one of the nice things about college, is the first couple of semesters, a lot of the classes that you can sign up for are offered throughout the day. You don't have to sign up for something super early. Granted, I'm sure there's some colleges out there that have classes that you have to take and the only time they're offered is at 8 a.m. But for the most part, your freshman year and sophomore year are a little bit more lenient with your schedules. So make a schedule that works for you, that you know that you're going to be able to handle without stressing, because you don't want to add stress to your life. You want to enjoy college because it's supposed to be fun. Don't sit there and worry your life away, and talk to your professors and your counselors and anyone that can help guide you towards something. Take advantage of that, because most of it's free. Another thing you should take advantage of is the gym. You're paying for it whether you go or not. Part of your college tuition goes towards the gym. Also, all the activities that your college is throwing, like concerts and all of that, go to it. It's free. Your games and stuff, most of those are going to be free as well. So take advantage of it. Free concerts, free games. College is honestly the most exciting time to find who you are. And I want you guys to all do that and not be scared of just being unapologetically yourself, because this is the time you're going to probably meet the most amazing people in your life, people who are going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life. I was the type of person that when I was in college, if I saw someone sitting by themselves, I'd go up to them and sit with them and just make new friends. There's so many people that were introverts that I became friends with, and now we've got lifelong friendships that I enjoy taking advantage of, because a lot of my friends since college have moved all over the United States, and that means I've now got friends that I can go visit and enjoy different parts of the United States and hang out with people that I haven't seen in a while. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. When I look at my statistics for my YouTube channel, there's a lot of you that are in the age group of upcoming freshmen. I wanted to make this video because honestly, when I went into my freshman year, I was panicking, and I don't want you guys to panic. It's an amazing experience. Honestly, college is a big step for anyone who's going from high school to college. So if there's anyone out there who's been through college and thinks that they've got some awesome tips that I haven't offered through this video, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'm sure the upcoming freshmen will appreciate any advice that you guys can give. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.